This is a bonus episode. Surprise! Feeling connected is a basic human need, as vital as air, water, and food. I'm here to talk about bridging the gap between ourselves, our friends and family, life partners, and anyone we come in contact with so we can more fully experience connection. Welcome to the podcast. I am so glad you're here, and I am so glad to be getting new listeners and getting the word out and putting ads all around. It's exciting. Change is good. It's so fun to grow this podcast and see what it can become. I just wanted to take a moment to thank this episode's sponsor, Blue Rock Medical. This month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Blue Rock Medical is offering your first mammogram free during the whole month of October. Call them at 801-229-2002 to set up an appointment today. Again, that number is 801-229-2002. With all things in life, it has definitely evolved over time, and I smile when I think of my first episode because I was brand new. I had never done anything like this before, and I was taking a chance, and it was kind of scary to be vulnerable and putting myself out there. It's unfortunate that people often start at that episode because I'm just fresh out of the gate, brand new, not sure what I'm doing, and often, unfortunately, that's what people judge my podcast on, is the first episode. And I understand it. It's just like a TV season. You hope the pilot episode is good. It often determines whether or not you'll keep listening. But I've grown so much since then, and I've changed, and my thoughts have changed. And that's exactly why I didn't want to delete that first episode and subsequent episodes, even if I'm embarrassed by them, because it shows growth over time and it shows commitment, dedication. With that being said, I thought it was a good time for a bonus episode to say to my listeners, start here. This is a great place to get familiar with the podcast, get familiar with me, and figure out what's to come, at least now anyway. Of course, old listeners, you're more than welcome here too. It's just a moment to get inside my mind and see where things are headed. I have no doubt that my podcast still will evolve as I'm figuring out my flavor, my vibe, all those sorts of things, but it's all fun and great, and hopefully you'll be along for the ride. My goal, first and foremost, is to build a community of resilient individuals. I just want a place where we can all come together, we can bond, we can communicate, we can understand each other, learn together, grow together, and to help me in doing that, I created a Facebook page. So if you haven't joined it yet, come and find me. A is for Adversity. I'm also on Instagram under that same name. I'd love to connect with you. Something else I've started this season is a weekly text. Every Thursday with the launch of another episode, I will send you a quote. So if you're interested in that or have any other questions or comments or feedback, I'd love to hear it. If you don't want to send it on my social media platforms, you're welcome to email me at jenbanks16@gmail.com, jenbanks16@gmail.com. Again, my inbox is always open. I would love to meet more of you and just be a part of your life. I started this podcast as a hobby, and it's definitely been that. I love fulfilling that need through podcasting and having someone to talk to besides my poor husband, and it's been so great. But with anything, it would be even better to get paid for something that you love to do. So, as always, I'm looking for more sponsors, more people who want to work with me, partner with me, figure things out with me. And so if you have any of those opportunities, let me know. Small or big, small businesses, big businesses, anything. I'll take it all. I believe in manifesting in that when you put it out there, people know about it, and that way they can connect you with other people. They can share with you their connections, their ideas. You'll come to mind if something comes up. So again, I'm just putting it out there. Okay, to end this episode, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about me, and the way I'm going to do that is using these words. I am, I have, and I want. So, I am a mom. I have 3 boys, ages 4, almost 2, and 5 months. And I want at least one more. Hopefully it's a girl, and if not, I love my boys. I'm happy. But I do have a girl's name in mind, and so that's the main reason I want a girl. Otherwise, I have all the boy clothes, all the boy things. I know how to do the boys. So we'll see. My sister's pregnant with her second girl, so she'll have the girls and I'll have the boys. But we'll see. And I originally wanted 6 kids, and then I wanted 5, and now I want 4, probably. It just changes over time. Okay, next. I am a wife. I have a husband named Jared. And I want, the appropriate answer here would be nothing, right? I want for nothing. But no, I love quotes, inspirational quotes. They are my favorite. So if you have any, I challenge you to find one that I've never heard before. And I especially love quotes about love. And I love talking about love. I love relationships. I'm a firm believer that you should never let your relationship grow stale. Hence the reason for this season on relationships. Okay, there are 5 of these. So number 3 is I am a preschool teacher. I have an in-home preschool. It's kind of my creativity outlet, or one of them at least. And I want 4 preschool classes eventually. So spread the word. It's called Storybrook Preschool. It's also on Facebook. I live in South Jordan. Right now I just have 1 class. I'm just starting out, just getting used to it, learning alongside my preschoolers. And of course, as I mentioned, I have a newborn, so it's all I really wanted to take on for this moment. But again, in the future, I want 4 classes, 2 Tuesday, Thursday, and 2 Monday, Wednesday. So we'll see. Number 4 is I am a friend. I'm definitely an extrovert. I used to be an introvert, so that's interesting. But just over time, through my LDS mission, through meeting people, wanting to be around people, being a mom and feeling lonely, I've reached out and just love being around people, I've decided. I have lots of events. I love hosting. Tomorrow is our 7th annual pumpkin potluck, and I just can't get enough of social events. And I want more mom friends. It definitely takes a village to raise your kids, but also in your village, you have other women that are right there in the trenches. They're doing what you're doing. They're relatable and often have the same schedule as you. So I would love to get together with more mom friends, have more play dates. Friendship changes as you're an adult. It's not the same as when you were a teenager and just hanging out all the time, but it could be. We could text friends more often and just be at the park every day with each other. I don't know. It's something I've been thinking about. But moms, you're definitely not alone. Okay, and number 5, I am a homemaker in every sense of the word. I know it's very old-fashioned and kind of outdated to think about, but I've always loved it and wanted to do it. I don't mind doing laundry. I love cooking. I love cleaning. I love taking care of my kids. All of it all at once is a bit much, but separately, I love all of those things. It's nice being a stay-at-home mom because I don't work outside the home right now. I do side hustles and things here and there, but it's nice to just focus on just being a homemaker because life is so busy anyway. I have a new home. We live in South Jordan, like I mentioned, in Daybreak. We bought a new home in February, and it's been a dream having our own space, not having to pay rent, but knowing that we're actually investing in something with our mortgage. And it's been hard with the market, but grateful to be where we are. And I want, like I mentioned, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I'm interested in everything. My dream job changes constantly. Most recently, it was to own and run an event center, kind of attached with a preschool or something along those lines. And I still love that idea. Again, it just kind of bounces around what I'm into at the moment. But right now, my dream job would be some form of a sunshine committee person, someone who plans company events or parties, gives employees appreciation gifts and plans lunches for them, those types of things. I just love spreading joy and having fun events and social things and making people's day. Who doesn't love that? Putting a smile on someone else's face puts one on your own, right? And again, it kind of goes back to that manifesting. So if you know of someone who needs that type of person as an employee, I'm there. Tell them they can hire me right this second, and I'll make it work. Okay, thank you for joining me. I hope this was whatever it needed to be. Informative, exciting, interesting. At the very least, hopefully you know me a little bit better now. Have a good week, and I'll talk to you again next week. Same time, same place. Except that this is a bonus episode, but all episodes come out on Thursdays, so see you then.